Students hail from 13 different countries, with China, India, and France being the most common sending countries. 8 of our students are the only student that comes from their home country. The program language makeup includes 11 languages, with Mandarin being the most common at 21%, Spanish the second most common with 17%, and Hindi and French tied for third with 13% each. 5 of the languages are spoken by only one student in the program. As shown here, students in our program range from 3 months to 4 years in the United States, but the majority fall into the range of 6 months to 3 years in the country. When asked why they moved to the United States, 70% of students reported that they moved here because of their parents' jobs. The remaining responses consisted of things like the hope for better lives, better futures, and better educations. In addition to needing to learn a new language, there are a lot of social and emotional concerns that need to be considered when working with these students. For example, nearly 60% of our students left immediate family members behind when they moved here. For nearly 40% of our students, a parent is one of those family members still living in their home country. And for one of our students, she made the move without either parent.
It was not the easiest experience since I didn't speak English that well. It was like the first day I went, the teachers were trying to help me out, but it wasn't easy. I couldn't understand what they were saying or what the other kids or students were trying to tell me. It was like, I don't know. I was just stuck between a bunch of strangers that I didn't understand what they were talking about. I didn't really have that many friends. It was kind of hard to make friends, mostly because I didn't speak the language and it was just really hard.
The grades were different, the grading system was different. There was no like online grading like Genesis. It was all like handed out and that was it. And then at the end of the year you can see your, or like half of the year you can see your grades, and then at the end of the year you can see your grades. And it was also like the grading with like the tests were also different. They're different too because there were no really like essays. It was mostly like or like multiple choice. It was mostly like different stuff. And yeah, that's how it's like different from the system.
So the biggest difference here is in America and in France, it's like the diversity. So for example, in France, it's mostly like the same people and they like speak the same language like French. And then here in America, like most people like come from a different country and so they can speak like different language with each other. And that's I think it's really cool.
Interestingly, when asked what the biggest change in their life has been since their move, 60% of the students mentioned language, while only 18% mentioned friends and family. However, when asked the hardest thing about their move, 50% of the students said leaving friends and family, while only 33% mentioned the new language. When asked the best thing about their move, over 50% of students mentioned meeting new people and making new friends. This would indicate that while the new language is important, it's the social and emotional factors that are the most impactful in the lives of our students. What can teachers do to better support English language learners? Well, good job, UMS teachers. Over 50% of our program students mentioned that we were already doing a good job in their response. Their other suggestions were know and respect their cultures, support their self-esteem, and know their language, meaning know what they can do in English as well as what their native language is. In the words of one English language learner, understand them, respect their culture, and help them with their problems.